Hello, I'm Isabella Casella, a senior at DePaul University, presenting the Great Lakes, Great Bay for Chicago's shoreline. Chicago's Midwest geographical location seems to be an oasis from the impacts of global warming, while the Michigan shoreline is a staple to the city's allure. Yet, Chicago's charm also includes the deep history of being built on swampland between two waterfronts, which means Chicago's infrastructure relies on consistent water levels. The two major impacts of inconsistent water levels are damages to the shoreline and flooding due to low water levels followed by high water levels. Originally, the Chicago shoreline was natural sand edge and marshy lowlands. As urban development occurred, protection structures made out of limestone blocks, wooden piles, tiebacks, and Wakefield sheetings were built, along with paved beaches to utilize itself as erosion control and shoreline protection measures. However, these materials are prone to water damage, especially limestone, which reacts to the carbonic acid in rainwater and dissolves. Intense storms not only cause erosion, but also increase agricultural runoff and sewage overflows, which endangers our water supply. Agricultural runoff and sewage overflows pollute neighboring communities and decreases the quality of living for residents in that zip code. Chicago has a combined sewer system that carries both toilet flushes and street runoff in the same pipe. Just 1 or 2 inches of rainfall can overrun this entire network and force the sewage back through the pipes to where it came from, the streets. If there's too much strain on the system, the city opens its floodgates, which pours the mixture of sewage and street runoff onto our local rivers and Lake Michigan. And if you do not know, Lake Michigan is also the city's main drinking water supply. The Center of Neighborhood Technology reveals that, unfortunately, just 13 zip codes represent nearly 3/4 of flood damages claims paid in Chicago between 2007 and 2016. In these areas, 93% of the residents are people of color, and over a quarter of the households are living below poverty line. The tunnel, Chicago's $4 billion project to address our urban flooding problem, has been in the works since 1972. It should be completed in 2029 and will consist of 109 miles of underground tunnels and 3 reservoirs. However, the project is still in progress, and the effects of flooding are still being shown. Within the past 2 years, Chicago officials determined that the city is under a climate crisis after these inconsistent water levels caused millions of dollars in damage to Lake Michigan's shoreline. The city council declared a climate crisis to seek resources to repair the damages caused, but currently does not require the city to take any action other than these recommendations in the budgeting. Nearly a decade ago, former Mayor Rahm Emanuel disbanded Chicago's Department of the Environment to cut costs. Recently, research shows that if left unmanaged, Chicago's shoreline will keep costing the city millions. The reinstatement of Chicago's Department of the Environment is a step forward, correctly managing the lakeshore problem and preventing further damages. Illinois Environmental Protection Agency on February 13, 2013 published a report on Chicago's shoreline to document the water pollution and beach management of the region. In the report, short parallel structures are highlighted for protecting upland development from wave impact and wave-induced erosion during the time of high lake levels. The National Conference of State Legislators state that since 1983, Illinois has suffered more than $287 million in annual flood damages, while the Insurance Information Institute reported that the insured catastrophe losses were $272 million just in 2007, ranking our state 5th in the nation. Flood damages have increased in recent years.
There's been a lot of water damage done to our park over here. The city has done a great job in fixing and repairing all the damage that the water has caused due to erosion. So we have now a nice little short path that's properly done.
The report continues to state how frequent flooding increases Illinois' water treatment costs and threatens the Chicago marinas, which are estimated to be a $3.6 million industry, and results in losses for the Illinois shipping industry. Protection of the lakeshore through flooding preventions are ways to avoid millions of dollars in damage in the city's market and health. These inconsistent water levels are going to be a threat to the city of Chicago for the next couple of decades. Fortunately, various entities are focused on the prosperity of Chicago's shoreline. The Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus organized the 2021 Climate Action Plan for the Chicago region that aims to aid the lakeshore protection efforts. Along with the City Council, which previously mentioned, declared a climate crisis to seek resources to repair the damages of flooding. And currently, there's a $3 million initiative to protect Jackson Park Harbor. Some storefronts are already funded erosion measures to protect their establishments. Overall, Chicago's lakeshore is an important resource to all that live in the great city and those who visit. Yet it is slowly fading due to lack of maintenance that will threaten millions of households and establishments. Vast amount of damage is preventable, and with correct management, Chicago's shoreline can be kept safe.